there, true believers, and welcome back to Mike Meeple's Painting Poorly Miniature Painting Tutorials for Marvel Zombies by CMON Games. Today, we are painting up the King of Wakanda himself, Black Panther. We'll be starting off by priming T'Challa in what else but black primer. And that's it! Thanks for watching. No, I'm just kidding. Once it's all dry, it's time to start base coats. We're going to start off with German Gray by Vallejo and use that in an airbrush and spray the model from a 45-degree angle. After that, we'll be mixing equal parts German Gray by Vallejo and Neutral Gray by Vallejo in the airbrush and spraying the model from directly above. Next, take some Chocolate Brown by Vallejo and paint the stump he's standing on. Then take some Medium Olive by the Army Painter and paint the grass around the trunk and the vines wrapped around it. After that, take some Dark Sand by Vallejo and paint the exposed wood of the trunk, where the branches look like they've broken off. Next, take some Plate Mail Metal by the Army Painter and paint the Panther emblem on the chest and the surrounding claw ornaments. Once that's done, take some Neutral Gray by Vallejo and pick out some of the rocks sprinkled through the greenery of the base. And when that's all dry, it's time for shades. The only thing we'll be using today will be Strong Tone by the Army Painter, and we'll be applying a thin layer to the entire base, including the trunk and vines. T'Challa himself doesn't need any washes, as the airbrush process has already given him all the shading he'll need. Once that's dry, it's time for highlights and finishing touches. We'll be starting off by mixing together 2 parts Neutral Gray by Vallejo and 1 part German Gray, and highlighting Black Panther's face and muscles. For a second highlight, add some Sky Gray to that mix. Moving on to the trunk, grab some Flat Earth by Vallejo and start highlighting all the portions that bulge out. When applying this, you can kind of pick and choose where you put it, and you don't have to be particularly smooth in the application, as that can help add the illusion of texture on the stump. for a second highlight, we'll mix together equal parts Cork Brown by Vallejo and Flat Earth by Vallejo and apply some here and there. For a third highlight, we'll use pure Cork Brown and just stipple on a little in a few key areas to really make it pop. Next, use some lime green by Vallejo and highlight the greenery of the base and the vines. Just pick out a few leaves here and there and the most prominent portions of the vines. After that, grab some sky gray by Vallejo to add some line highlights to the rocks in the base. Now use some white to paint in the eyes. And when that's dry, we'll take some fluorescent blue by Vallejo and mix it with 10 parts of Lamian medium by Citadel and use this to apply a slight glow to the eyes. Then paint the rim of your base and hit it with some matte spray. To add to the greenery of the base, we'll be mixing together PVA glue and water and sprinkling on some field grass by the Army Painter and then some moss green on the stump. And that's it! I want to give a big shout out to all of my patrons whose generous support helped me make quality content like this. And if you're interested in becoming a patron yourself, information on how to do so can be found in the description for this video, along with links to all the supplies I used today and a link to my blog, where you'll find more tutorials for games like Marvel Zombies. And if you like this video and would like to see more, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Excelsior!